Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we've got a fun little video for you. We're going to get out to the garden and we're going to check out the peanut harvest for the year. They've been in the ground for about 120 days. Time to go dig them up, see what we got. But before that, we've got a couple of little blessings that have come in on the homestead, and we want to make sure we tell you about those too. So hang around till after the break. We'll get you caught up to speed. Alright guys, real quick before we get started, want to catch you up on a couple of things. If you've been following along on our Facebook page, you may have noticed that we've had a couple of little miniature calamities around here. We had our AC unit go out right before the Labor Day weekend, and then the following day our oven went out. But at least it won't keep temperature. So anyway, this morning we got up bright and early, and to the sound of our brand new air conditioner being delivered. It's an all-in-one unit and about a 3.5 ton, but they got it put in here and we are sure glad to have it. We have been running for, well, almost over a week now on a little miniature air conditioner and our other unit, which is meant to cool the upstairs. But you know, nice little blessing down here in the south in the heat of fall or late summer is to have you some air conditioning. So we are glad to have it, and it helps a lot with some of the breathing problems and stuff that I have, to have that nice cool dry air in the house. So they got it installed for us, no hitches. It went over really well. We're glad to have it. And the other thing is our stove, and we are still here at the house waiting on the repairman, but we've been assured he's on his way, and we have every confidence in the world he'll get that straightened out too. So guys, the little calamities in life, they just happen. That's the way it is. No sense crying about them. We just get them fixed up one thing at a time. But right now we've got peanuts to get in here. We've got some great footage we want to share with you guys. It's a good harvest this year. So let's just jump in. We'll join Tina out in the garden, and we'll find out what she's up to. Alright guys, we're over here at the main garden, and we're just taking a look around. Got some hot peppers over there. Got some jalapenos. Those are cayenne over there. Got some jalapenos, they're turning red. We're getting ready to make some hot sauce, so those will be glad to have them. But not a whole lot left in the garden out here. We've processed just about everything. You've watched us do most of it. But we'll head over here. This is where the project corn and stuff was, and the gourds are about the only thing left. Tina has invited us over to check out.
Look at that thing.
The size of some of her gourds. We'll go ahead and check out. Wow.
There's another one over there.
You said there's another one over there. That one there's no slouch either. That's a pretty nice one there.
Yeah. I could probably get over there and show you that one.
Alright, if we're going to take a look at the one over here, we'll go around the outside while Tina goes through the middle. She can step through the vines a lot easier than I can.
This one's bigger.
She says this one's even bigger. What have you brought us over here to see? Wow. That thing is huge. They are doing great.
Over by that corner.
You say the biggest ones are over in the other one?
Yeah.
Alright, well, back here in the back is what we're really here for. Tina's got the cart and her baskets out here. We're going to get into these peanuts, and other than the peppers up there, the peanuts are about the last thing to harvest. We'll leave these gourds go until the vines die. But we'll get over here and take a look at these peanuts, and that's going to be our project for this evening. Alright guys, we'll take just a minute here and tell you what we're getting ready to get into. Earlier in the year, I raked up this bed. You can see the raked up edge there, and then the soil turns dark on the inside. We raked the bed all the way around the peanuts here, and put the soil in and darkened it up, and then I got the peanuts planted. And after that, Tina has taken over the peanuts. She has spent 3 months watering them. She's got them weeded out, and now she's going to harvest them. Now, to explain things, because everybody asks, why does Tina do everything?
Can you Mommy doesn't do everything.
She said she doesn't do everything. I raked the bed up, I mixed the soil, I planted the peanuts, and I turned it over to Tina. Now, tell these poor people what would happen if I actually tried to harvest them after you've been taking care of them. It's a good way to lose an arm. So, guys, she's going to get in here, she's going to pick the peanuts, and I've got some trouble with my lungs and my heart, and she is better suited for this part of the job. So, she wants to do it, we're going to let her do it, and we'll film as we go along. So, we'll be back in a minute, we'll show you how things go. Alright guys, so I'd take a minute and zoom in here, and we'll take a look at the peanuts. They're still fresh and soft, but we're getting them pulled out. Tina's over here working on them. She'll put them here in the baskets, and then we'll take them on up to the porch. So let's we'll dive in here with her for a minute, and we'll check out some of these ones coming up. You can see where that soil darkens up. That's where I mixed the soil to put in this bed. It's different than the lighter colored soil out there in the garden. And here, show us your peanuts. Those look really good. But we'll get them here in the basket, and then we'll get them up there on the porch where we can get a lot better look at them. But if I would just bring you in here and show you some peanuts coming up out of the ground. Tina likes to look around, make sure she didn't miss any.
Yep.
But we appreciate you guys following along. We'll bring you back here. We'll get moving along a little more. There we go. That's a good crop. But we don't really grow these as a staple or anything else. We grow them mostly for fun. And we just grow a small patch here. And let's say the patch is, I don't know, 6 foot by 10 foot. But what we'd like to do with them is we'll dry them out, and then we'll roast them. And then at the end of the year, we will turn around and make peanut brittle out of them, which we like to share with our friends and stuff. So let's get into these, and we'll come back and show you some more here in a little bit. Alright guys, we'll give you a look at the destruction as Tina's headed back up to the house here. She's going to grab the tractor keys. But I did manage to get in here and pick a pile of peanuts and help Tina. But I'm going to tell you, you look at her cart and look at my pile, I think she got the lion's share. So she's going to head up and get the tractor keys and another tub. She needs a third tub to fill with the peanuts. We'll take them up there to the porch, but before we do that, I'm going to take the tractor over there. She's going to grab the keys, and we're going to pick up this dirt in the bucket and dump it out real easy, and pick up any peanuts that we missed. It's real easy to leave a few in the ground, and I've got to backspread some of this good soil. This is a really good black soil versus our regular garden soil out there. So we're going to spread this around a little bit before we till it in. And in fact, I may even do a little tilling this evening. So she'll take the peanuts up to the porch. I'll do some tractor work, and we'll get this wrapped up. But she's going to go grab that. That's going to be the peanuts up there in the cart. Got another little pile here. Give you a close-up if you haven't seen fresh peanuts come right up out of the ground. Give you a look at them there. But we'll get these up on the porch. I'll give you another look at them. You can get an idea how many we got. Alrighty guys, we're still here on the tractor. But I wanted to give you a look at the garden now. Tina's hauled the peanuts up. They were back here in the corner where you see the dark spot. But we got most of the garden cleaned back up again. Got it all tilled and turned back under. Pretty much all we got left in this one will be the hot peppers over here and the gourds back here in the corner. But we like to make a mess, and then we like to clean up the mess before we move on to the next thing. That helps us keep everything. We get a lot of compliments on keeping everything nice and tidy, and that's a part of how we do it. Is just just keep after it. Keep the I didn't have to till this part of the garden here, but that keeps the weeds and stuff from growing up till we decide what we're going to do. Whether we're going to cover crop it for the winter, or try to put on something else fast for maybe some beans or something for fall. But just keeping it knocked down and keeping it halfway straightened out makes it a lot easier to work with. So we got the peanuts back here in the corner cleaned out. Let's get up there on the porch. We'll see how many Tina came up with. Alrighty guys, the evening is upon us. We are glad to have the peanuts in. Tina has got their baskets up here on the porch. We spread out some newspaper here. But we're going to go ahead and get these things spread out. I don't know how well the camera's going to pick up in this light, but we'll go ahead and we'll come down here and take a look at some of these peanuts Miss T's found us.
You can see them on their little...
You can see them on the ends of the tendrils there?
Yeah.
That's it. A peanut plant grows up and then it sends tendrils back down to the ground, and the peanuts are on the end of the tendrils. But give you a look at them there. We got 3 big baskets of them to get spread out. Looks like we are definitely going to have enough to make some peanut brittle this year. But say hi to everybody, T. Did you have fun picking your peanuts?
Yeah.
Yep. Like that. Oh, you got garden shoes on. They're going to be disappointed you ain't got your slippers on.
You can't wear slippers in the garden.
Can't wear slippers in the garden. I understand that.
But they have chickens on them.
But they did have chickens on them. Yes, ma'am, they do. And them some dirty ass socks. Oops, I said ass. Alright guys, well, you caught me. But we're going to get these peanuts laid out, and we'll go ahead and bring you back here when we got them out, and we'll give you an idea what all we got. Alright guys, Tina's got about 2/3 of them laid out here, and give you an idea, pretty good sized pile for each third. We turn the peanuts to the outside, the foliage to the inside. That way the peanuts can breathe. What we're trying to do is, this is part of the curing process, and the first part of the curing process is to let those tendrils dry a little bit. That'll kind of sever the connection between the plant and the peanut. But we want them to dry naturally. You don't want to tear the peanuts off while they're green. If you tear the tendril loose of the peanut while it's green, then the infection and stuff can get into the peanut. So you don't want that moisture there where it breaks away from the peanut. You want the tendrils pretty dry. So we'll go ahead and throw them out here. We'll let these plants dry for 3 or 4 days or so. They'll get pretty crunchy. We'll move them around a little bit, get some air through them so they don't mold up on us. But we'll let them dry up here for a few days, and then you'll see us. We'll go ahead and take the peanuts off, and we'll let them go for let's say 6 days or so, and then we'll take the peanuts off and we'll let them sit here another week. So we'll get these out here, and we'll let them start drying. We'll let those tendrils dry first, and we'll keep shifting the plants around so they can breathe, and then we'll come back through and remove the peanuts. We'll let them sit for another week. Then we'll, once they're cured and stuff, we'll take them in the house. We'll get them roasted up, and we'll put them away for Christmas for making peanut brittle and making Christmas candy. You excited about that, T?
Yeah.
You know you like to make candy.
Yeah. But,
alright guys, we're going to get out of here, and we'll go ahead and wrap this up. But that is how you pick and process peanuts. You just, we got to let them cure for a couple of weeks, and for sure you got to make sure that the tendril that they're growing on the end of dries up before you sever them, so you don't get any infection in the peanut. But that's going to wrap it up. Say hi to everybody. Alright guys, I'll be back in a few minutes to talk to you. But there's the peanuts for the year. We'll put this last basket up, and we'll be done. Alright guys, just want to jump back in here one last time. It's the following morning, and we're getting ready to put this video out, so I wanted to give you one last look at the peanuts here in the daylight. I know the lighting wasn't the greatest here the other night, but we'll give you a look at these peanuts. The tops will finish drying out. They're still awful green, but they've only been here overnight. But the peanuts themselves are looking really, really good. We'll let those dry, and we'll get them free of the tendrils, and then we'll get them spread out, and about a week from then we'll get them roasted. So we'll jump up here on the porch, and we'll wish you guys well. But that's our peanut harvest for the year. Alright guys, that's about going to wrap it up. We hope you enjoyed the video, guys. It's been a good year. We've been out here getting it all summer long, and we're going to keep getting it until the frost runs us out of the garden. One thing's for sure, you can't eat excuses. So we don't make any here. We just grow food. We got shelves to fill before winter gets here. We got to get them filled one way or another, and we don't want to sit and talk about it. We want to get out there and show you guys what we're doing. So guys, we're glad to have you here at the channel. We hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. And if you would, leave us a comment down below. Tell us what you're growing, or tell us what you might do with some fresh peanuts. But either way, we'd love to hear from you. We love answering your comments and stuff, and those interactions tell YouTube to show our videos to more people, which we really appreciate. That's one way you guys can really help out the channel. But If you're not subscribed to the channel, we hope that you'll subscribe if this is your first time here. And please ring that bell down there next to the subscribe button. That'll send you notifications whenever we release a new video. Guys, that's a great way to keep up with the channel. So we appreciate you guys coming by the homestead. We hope you enjoyed the peanut harvest here. We're going to be making some peanut brittle here later in the season. I'm sure Tina will want to bring you along for that and show you how she does it. But that's going to be our peanut harvest for the year. We've got sweet potatoes coming up. I know everybody always enjoys that video. But we've got sweet potatoes that'll be coming out. And I hear tell from Tina, who's done a little test digging, that looks like it might be a pretty good year. So we're real happy about that, guys. But anyway, glad to have you here at the homestead. And we hope you enjoyed the video. We'll catch you in the next one.